High School in Novi. I'm Josh Rothert, alongside the best in business partner Lucas Straish. Let me welcome you to a beautiful sunny evening here in Novi, the much anticipated top 25 matchup between Catholic Central and DeWitt. No history between these two teams, as archives show that these two teams have never met on the gridiron, but that will all change today as we take a look at how these two teams stack up against each other 2 games into the new season.
Yeah, both teams with solid offensive performances through 2 weeks. Catholic Central had a second half collapse in week 1 against Chippewa Valley and gave up some big plays at Davison last week, but they are also prone to stopping those big plays. This group is very, very talented on 3rd and 4th down. As for DeWitt, they have really let the big play get to them this season. This young group has surrendered 3 special teams return touchdowns so far in just 2 games. And last week, the Panthers allowed a 99-yard touchdown against division foe Portland. Why does this matter tonight? CC has scored 4 of their 8 touchdowns on plays of 65-plus yards this year.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something to watch for tonight. As we can take a look now at the road ahead for Catholic Central. They'll play 4 of their next 5 on the road as they begin CHSL cross-division and in-division play. Starting next Friday, they're going to be at U of D. We've got that October 2nd date circled. Overall, a very tough schedule still to play for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, on the other side, DeWitt has their usual plethora of capital area blue opponents. League that has only seen 1 division winner since DeWitt joined in 2018. East Lansing and Grand Ledge are the only 2 teams after today inside the D-Zone 100 rankings this week.
16 straight division championships over 4 different divisions for the Panthers. You mentioned the D-Zone, so we can take a look now here at this week's edition of Michigan's top 25 high school football teams. DeWitt holding that number 1 spot. Belleville has been fantastic, and Chippewa Valley entering the top 15. Overall, this is being led by a very talented quarterback class this year.
Yeah, to evaluate just how good DeWitt has been in the past, especially in recent years, we take a closer look at their success, mostly all of that coming under Coach Rob Zimmerman. DeWitt's last losing season, 1999. That was Coach Zimmerman's first year with the program. DeWitt won the Division III state championship in 2020 and finished runner-up a season ago. Couple that with the fact that they have won 16 straight division championships, we are talking about a football powerhouse.
And a team that last year might have been at its strongest ever. Ty Holtz, last year's Mr. Football runner-up and Brown signee. You had Tommy McIntosh, a first-team All-State wide receiver and Wisconsin signee. A lot of talent recently in DeWitt. And now we can take a look at who are some guys tonight that could be like Ty Holtz or Tommy McIntosh. We can take a look here at the impact players for tonight.
Yeah, Bryce Kernks is an obvious choice here, but for a good reason, as he assumes the dual position role on offense exceptionally well. Be ready to see him move around. He'll throw it, he'll tuck it and run, and he will also line up wide, a true rover player here for the Panthers. You also have to recognize Jensen Ridley in his open field speed. He's extremely valuable to the Panthers, most notably. He needs to be the guy to give DeWitt the special teams advantage.
And on the flip side, Catholic Central, I believe, has the X factor in this game. Evan Hager has scored 5 touchdowns in the first 2 games this season, and he's averaging 189 yards on the ground. DeWitt is prone to the big play. Look for him to feast tonight. Also, DJ Lee has scored a touchdown in both games this season and continues to be Bo Jackson's favorite vertical threat. Now you got Braden Corser and Cam Lloyd, both very solid linebackers in the middle. They're going to need to be in the trenches tonight, getting stops on all 4 downs. And lastly, what can we expect tonight? Well, Lucas, you can take us through your keys to a victory for both sides as we expect a competitive contest on the field tonight.
All right, we'll get started with the Panthers as they have been the ultimate victim of the big play kill shot in games this season. Luckily enough, the 3 kickoff return touchdowns and 99-yard passing touchdown that the Panthers allowed so far through the first 2 games has not done much. CC has faced 2 slingers so far in Andrew Schuster and Braylon Himmeline. DeWitt's 3 QB set could work towards their advantage tonight.
And for Catholic Central?
Starting off with the obvious, Evan Hager should see his fair share of carries regardless, but that's where CC's going to need to focus on running the ball. Their front 7 also has to play very well, especially after last game where Davison put 34 on them.
And we talk about limiting the deep ball. Davison scoring on the first play of the game last week. A few big plays, chunk plays in that Davison game last week. Saw a 30-yard touchdown late in the 4th quarter, week 1 against Chippewa Valley. Catholic Central needs to clean it up in the secondary tonight. But we've got 48 minutes of football. Coming up right next, DeWitt, Catholic Central, Shamrock Media. Kickoff is next here on the Shamrock United Network. Catholic Central won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so we will get to see Dewitt's mysterious offense take the field first. They'll be using all three quarterbacks, Aspen Keys, Bryce Currents, and we even saw Elliot Larner take some snaps at quarterback last year. Jake Mategan, the Shamrocks kicker. Jensen Ridley and Abram Larner back deep to return the Panthers kick, and this one is underway in Novi as Ridley fumbles it through the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. So we will get a chance to take a look at tonight's starting defense for the Catholic Central Shamrocks.
Yeah, starting on that D-line, I think we're going to have to look at those edge rushers tonight. Kyle Roberts and Josh Ross are going to have to create pressure for the quarterbacks, whoever it may be.
And in the middle, Beckler Hauser was questionable entering this game. He was not expected to play. We did see him dress. Cam Lloyd, Braden Corser, both going to have a big impact tonight.
Yeah, and on the back, the big mystery right now is how Jack Davis is going to perform with the cast on his hand. Also, probably going to see a lot of corners tonight, not just Evan Hager and Brady Blakita.
So it looks like senior linebacker Henry Graves is in there to start next in the 4-3 defense. A jump pass here to start this one, and that is Jonathan Warner on the catch, and a huge hit coming in from the free safety Jack Davis. But DeWitt moves the chains on the first play here tonight. Having some technical difficulties here. Second play from scrimmage, short gain to the left side. Sorry, a little bit of a rough start tonight here in the booth. Well, we're trying to get underway and going.
Been very hectic.
Aspen Keys is the starting quarterback tonight, converting that first pass. We will see them go with a mix of different looks. DeWitt wearing white, Catholic Central in the royal blue. Keys drops back to throws short. Catch is made. That's Abram Larner on the near sideline making the catch and getting closer to that first down marker. It's going to be about 3rd down and 3.
And that's what we mentioned. CC is going to have to really play good on that secondary on defense. That's where they've struggled this year. They've done well containing the rush, except that second half against Chippewa Valley. But we really need to see those corners and kind of a prove-it game right now.
Yeah, DeWitt's versatile offense. Definitely going to be something to watch. Here's Currents with a sweep to the right side, and pass is overthrown, intended for Blake Haller on the outside. So Shamrock's defense with a good start here tonight. We'll see if DeWitt keeps the offense on the field.
As we've mentioned, DeWitt likes to switch out their quarterbacks. Currents is now Keys started the game, and it looks like they are going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, it's really just 5 guys that can do it all. They can run, they can throw, and they can catch. And this is going to be one of the – and now we have a flag coming in from the line judge. It's going to be a false start here on Currents. He did not get set before the snap. And so pre-snap movement moves DeWitt back 5 yards. And I think that'll make their decision even easier here.
That's a huge mistake, although I don't really see much movement to get the punting unit out.
Well, it looked like they lined up to have the quarterback punt. They're going to do some sort of drop kick here. Currents kicks this one deep. There's no one back to return for Catholic Central, so Evan Hager will watch the ball trickle inside the 20-yard line, and that is where the Shamrocks offense will take over. So Bo Jackson and company leading the Shamrocks starting offense onto the field as we get a look here at the front 5.
Yeah, the O-line, we've seen 3 different guys rotate at the tackle spot, all juniors. It'll be Kel Rogowski and Cal Rutherford starting there tonight.
And then the skill position players, DJ Lee and Brady Blakita, both have been very impressive, both scoring touchdowns last week, but most notably Evan Hager, the running back, 242 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. And then saw, Bo Jackson started both games, and he's in there to start again as his first pass falls incomplete, intended for Nico Genrich. Just about 10.5 minutes still to play here in the first quarter. Shamrock's offense looking to get going from their own 19-yard line. Jackson sends Pyden in motion. The give is to Hager, and Hager spinning off a tackle, churning forward, and he's going to get about a yard here on his first carry tonight.
Yeah, he worked a lot for that yard there. Davis in front seven, all up in front of that Shamrock goal line, forcing a 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9. CC likes to go 4 receivers on 3rd down and let Bo sling it. Going to go trips to the bottom side of the screen here. DJ Lee, he's in the game. He's going to be the vertical threat. Bryce Kearns, perhaps DeWitt's best athlete, will draw him. Blakita in the slot. Jackson looks right, throws right, pass nearly intercepted. That's Elliot Larner jumping in front of the pass of Brady Blakita, and the Shamrocks with a short 3-and-out here. Both teams will exchange punts to start this one.
Yeah, not how the Shamrocks wanted to start on offense. 3 plays, 1 yard, and it'll be Kyle Ewing to take the punt here. So we saw Jake Mategan in the first game. He looked very impressive kicking, but just struggled punting the ball.
Yeah. Ewing gives Catholic Central another option, of course. Ewing gets this one off. This is a short but high punt. It's going to get over midfield and take a nice Shamrocks bounce all the way to the 31-yard line. A punt of 49 yards. Not bad for Kyle Ewing's first punt here. And so we get to see DeWitt take the field once again here. Keys, the quarterback, once again. This is their primary guy on the season. He's 17 for 28, 161 yards, no passing touchdowns, as they give on the jet sweep here to Haller. He cuts back, and Kyle Roberts and Braden Corser wrap him up shortly after the line of scrimmage, gain of 1 yard here on first down.
Yeah, Shamrock defense is really going to step up here as CC's offense. Last week they got off to a pretty quick start, but the week before they were really slow getting out of the gate. CC's defense kept them in that game early. We've got to see if they'll do the same tonight.
CC's defense notorious for keeping the offense in the game recently, but obviously the offensive explosion last week. In the shotgun is Kearns, and he gives on the jet sweep here to Larner, and that is a short gain on the far side. Spencer Lyons able to make the stop, push him out of bounds, and now 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Yeah, here probably see Keys back under center again because Kearns can provide a lot of value out wide.
And we saw him 143 receiving yards last week against Portland.
Yeah, on the year, 9 receptions for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is the leading receiver for the Panthers on the year.
And he lines up far side with Brady Blakita on him. Jack Davis, the free safety here. Shamrocks put 7 up on the front. Coming in motion, they're going to go with the pass here. As the handoff pass, Brady Blakita able to come in there and knock that one away. As we see some creativity here from DeWitt early on, the jet sweep pass. And we're going to see most of that all night.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. The first quarterback, Aspen Keys, handed it off to the second quarterback, Elliot Larner, throwing it to the third quarterback, Bryce Kearns. Don't see that very often. Nevertheless, the pass fell to the ground. Looks like Kearns will be back to punt.
And once again, no one deep for the Shamrocks here. This punt shanked out of bounds into the DeWitt bench. And I think the refs are going to mark this at the 40-yard line. So this is a punt of about 8 yards.
Yeah, now CC has excellent field position. They really need to capitalize here.
So Brandon Soltis is registered on DeWitt's roster as the kicker, but it seems that he does not handle the punting here as DeWitt goes instead for the quarterback punt.
It looks like Dewitt's tactic is to set up in an offensive formation and then drop back the quarterback. That way there's nobody back deep to return, and they're eliminating the threat of Brady Blakita back there.
So the Shamrocks offense takes the field once again tonight. Jackson in the shotgun. Motions Blakita, and he'll get the carry here. He's got space out wide. Cuts it back. Elliott Larner and Trav Moore in there on the stop, along with Reese Baker. Short gain once again on the ground. Blakita unable to find running room along the edge. And we've got 2nd down and 9 here, just under 8 minutes to play.
Looked like he had a blocker at first, but that DeWitt defense just collapsed on him. Trav Moore and Elliott Lerner were there before Blakita could even get past the line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Hager with the handoff, and he's got no room. Gain of nothing there.
Yeah, that DeWitt front 7 has been ferocious so far. 3 short runs for Catholic Central in the early going.
It'll be another 3rd and long for the Shamrocks. Now what they needed early on.
They're going to go 4 wide receivers here. Connor Davey, Nico Genrich, Brady Blakita, and DJ Lee all into this game. All vertical threats for for Bo Jackson to throw to. Hager the lone back. DeWitt brings pressure. Jackson going long. Got a man, DJ Lee, and he just let him too long. That pass falls incomplete. And Catholic Central is going to be forced to bring the punt unit on the field once again.
Yeah, DeWitt brought pressure there, on 3rd and long as Jesus Arriaga came up the middle, but Evan Hager with a nice block gave Bo Jackson the time. He must have just felt the pressure as he lofted it over DJ Lee's head.
And now it's Kyle Ewing's chance to pin the Panthers deep in their own territory here. It's interesting because Shamrock kicker Jake Matigan nailed from 55 in training camp this year, but they opt to go with the safer option of the punt, and Kyle Ewing is going to pin this one. It's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback, just barely missing that goal line punt right there. That could have been crucial. And instead, DeWitt now will start their 3rd drive here in the first quarter. Just 5 minutes in. Not a whole lot of offense here. Defense is definitely looking stellar, though.
Yeah. This is going to be a heavyweight matchup between 2 top 20 teams. Looks like Ewing was just trying to get the backspin there and just couldn't hit the football right. Looked like it was going to get out of bounds, but just got inside the end zone.
And we have some pre-snap movement here. It's going to be a false start against DeWitt.
Yeah, I didn't even see he was lined up behind the center there.
It's hard to tell. The white uniforms and the sun angle here, and just the uncertainty of who DeWitt's going to put back there. Moves it back to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st down at 15.
Already the 2nd false start for DeWitt right now. Not going to make the coach happy there.
Student section in full effect tonight. It is Keys. No, it is Reese Baker lined up in the shotgun. But instead, it's Kearns. He throws short, and that's Howler on the catch. Gain of about 7 yards. Looks like this motion option sweep short pass offense is what DeWitt's going to rely on tonight.
Yeah, they're not going to take a lot of deep shots. At least they haven't so far. Not really running the ball either. Just kind of rolling out the quarterback on a lot of bootlegs. Either looking for the pass or, these quarterbacks are all capable of running the ball.
Well, it almost seems as if they line up 2 quarterback options right next to each other, and the center gets to choose who he wants to snap it to. This time it's Kearns, and he's got running room right side. He's got speed down the sideline. Jack Davis trying to chase after him, and he's going to break the tackle. Bryce Kearns all the way to the house for the Panthers, and DeWitt strikes first here at the Elm.
Kearns had a couple blockers in front of him. Jack Davis just didn't have the angle, and he goes 78 yards to the house. 6-0 Panthers.
It almost looked as if Kearns is moving in slow motion down the sideline. Jack Davis unable to scamper and drag him down, and DeWitt seeing the motion offense work out here in the first quarter.
think it was the extra weight of the cast that kept him from running down Kearns there.
Might have been. But here's Soltis now. Missed one last week. But this kick is up and good. Dewitt claims a 7-0 lead here at the Elm. We'll be back after a short break. Shamrock's offense will look to get something going here on their third drive tonight.
Shamrocks go with usual kick returners Cam Lloyd and Brady Blakita back.
It'll be interesting to see how Dewitt handles kickoff, as the front nine is lining up relatively close to Dewitt's kickoff team. They don't use a traditional punting.
As Dewitt's gone, it wouldn't be surprising to see an offensive kick, especially how they've played so far.
Well, looks like Soltis will kick this one off. They're not going to use a quarterback to do kickoffs as well. Soltis to kick it back deep. This one's going to be a short kick. Blakita misplayed the bounce, falls on it. Luckily, nothing else as he downs it about the 22-yard line. And now we have a flag coming in at the end of the play. Oh, I've seen this on Instagram before. If the receiver catches it with a foot out of bounds.
Oh, is not that. They said he was in bounds.
There was
calling a personal foul somewhere.
Must have been away from the ball here.
Yeah, so Shamrocks are going to be pinned back even deeper. Right around the 12-yard line is where they'll start. That's interesting.
I didn't see it, but again, it could have been away from the ball, so.
It could just be unnecessary roughness after the play, too. But they would have said something, so I'm not sure. West Shamrocks will start from the 11.5-yard line.
It's Bo Jackson lined up in the shotgun. Blakita out wide, Davey in the slot. Genrich and Jaden Piden the tight end. They fake the give to Piden. There goes Hager. Gets a block from Porter and picks up 2 yards. Give him 3.
Hager has just not had a lot of running room so far. 3 carries, about 6 yards. Not what we're used to seeing from him.
Yeah, he's struggled to find running room in the early going, but he'll get going eventually. He did last week. Jackson takes the snap. Give to Hager again on second down. And Dewitt is bringing the blitz early on. Hager, no running room once again as he lost a yard on second down. We're looking at 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, so far DeWitt is playing on defense right now. They are going to make Bo Jackson beat them. They're not letting Evan Hager run all over them. He had 225 yards last week and 4 touchdowns against Davison. The Panthers obviously don't want that to happen here. They're going to test Bo Jackson and make him throw the ball if the Shamrocks are going to move the ball on offense.
And they're not playing scared. We saw Chippewa Valley surrender some big runs early on as Jackson takes a shot for Connor Davey and just out of reach of that outstretched right arm of Connor Davey. And CC forced to punt once again.
Bo Jackson's just looked like he's overthrown a couple passes so far. Gotten a lot of pressure, but running backs have blocked fairly well on the blitzes.
0 for 4 to start tonight for Bo Jackson. Kyle Ewing sent it back deep to 3 waiting Panthers. Playing a left, center, right punt return here. Ewing sends this one. Caught by Kearns, spins off a tackle, makes another man miss, cuts up the sideline, and Jaden Piden, who initially was the man that missed, able to grab him by the shoe and bring him down from the back. But DeWitt is going to start once again in Shamrock territory.
As of right now, Bryce Kearns has been the biggest playmaker so far for this DeWitt offense. He had the rushing touchdown in there. That could have been very dangerous if Jaden Piden hadn't stayed with the play and made the tackle.
We're going to see more of the same from Dewitt. That motion sweep offense. Aspen Keys leading the team out on the field here to start the drive.
Kernks, the lone receiver at the top of the screen.
Haller, the H-back. Keys calls Larner in motion. Takes the snap. It's a give to Haller. Haller has space carved out in front of him by his offensive line and is able to pick up about 6 yards here on first down. Another positive play for the DeWitt offense.
We'll see what they do here. Right now, I'd expect them to roll out for a pass. Just makes the most sense with how they've been doing so far. It's like a play action.
Well, Kurt stays lined up wide. You got Jensen Ridley in there. Here's the handoff to Haller again. This time, Braden Corser and Kyle Roberts are going to push him back. And now CC has put DeWitt into a third down position. Got to bring the pressure here. You can't let DeWitt continue to run down the field.
Also got to keep the quarterback contained. No matter if it's Keys or Kernks or Larner or really anybody, you just cannot let him get out in the open field.
Gonna go with the power formation here. Give us to Haller again. He pushes forward and gets past the marker for the first down. Picking up the 3 yards needed and advancing DeWitt further down the field.
3 runs on this drive for about 10.5 yards. Keys is coming back onto the field.
Well, Kearns versus Blakita is certainly going to be an interesting matchup to watch tonight. We don't know how much we'll see, as DeWitt did throw 20 passes last week, but they've only thrown a couple here in the early going, as there's Larner on the jet sweep, and he gets pushed forward for an extra few yards. Gain of about 5 on first down.
It looks like the running back draw there on that sweep really kind of fooled the Shamrock defense. And DeWitt started to set back, and then Larner had room to run.
DeWitt's offensive line has been impressive so far. They're making sure that they get positive yards on just about every play. As Keys line up with Haller. Looks right side, rolls right. Stutters, throws back to Kearns, and that pass was behind him. Henry Graves and Corser were there in the area, had that play sniffed out.
Yeah, it looks like Kearns was trying to cut towards the sideline. Corser had good coverage. He tried to cut towards the middle, got open, but dropped the pass. It'll be third and medium.
We're just seeing how different of a team this is with Ty Holtz and Tommy McIntosh graduated and playing college football. This is it looks to be more nervous quarterback play. We're not seeing the confidence that we saw last year from a very powerful and dominant DeWitt team.
The offense has been very conservative. You also don't see a player who plays quarterback, running back, wide receiver, punter, and corner very often.
And DeWitt will use their first timeout of the first half here. Catholic Central's defense may be notorious for prompting head coaches to call their timeouts early on in this first half. We saw Chippewa Valley's head coach burn all 3 last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, in that first quarter. And that's where that Shamrock defense really shined, especially in that first half, is when the offense turned it over in their own territory. Shamrock defense forced field goals or forced punts. Third and fourth down, they've been very, very good this year.
It's down perhaps the most crucial so far of this drive. They're on the brink of field goal territory here. Line up with Ridley at the bottom. Abram Larner in the slot. Kearns at the top. Keys looks his way. Corser coming off the edge. Throws. Got a man deep. It's Kearns. Caught. End zone. Touchdown Panthers. Kearns beat Blakita to the outside, and he never looked back. And DeWitt with a 13-0 lead here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Kearns just beat Blakita there in coverage. 2 touchdowns already for him, 1 receiving and 1 rushing. Not looking good for the Shamrocks so far.
Well, they sent the blitz. Coach Mack calling in 5 or 6 to get up on that offensive line, and Corser found the seam around the edge, but Kearns had enough time to get around Blakita, and Keys did not miss him there. His first passing touchdown of the season. And now Brandon Soltis on to make this a 2-touchdown lead for the Panthers. Kick is good. So we have a 14-0 DeWitt lead in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll see if Catholic Central wants to mix in Skylar Hunter. We saw him move towards the end of the sideline here, right up next to Coach Anderson.
Offense with three and outs here is not how they wanted to start. Already down 14-0, may be looking to make a change.
Yeah, we saw Skylar Hunter. He played some snaps week 1 against Chippewa Valley. Took some snaps last week against Davison. He just adds that versatile sense to the offense.
Yeah, provides mobility from the quarterback that Bo Jackson simply doesn't have.
Another short kick. This one is going to be fielded by Matthew Oliva, stiff-arming off a tackle, cutting back, and getting to the 40-yard line. Very odd kickoff from Brandon Soltis. It looked like it might have spiraled out of bounds. And it is going to be Skylar Hunter leading the Shamrocks onto the field for their 4th drive tonight. As we continue to see Coach Anderson mixing it up.
I just like to see when Skylar Hunter goes in the game, them unleash him a little bit when he's throwing the ball wise.
Yeah.
When he's been on the field, it's been mostly running plays, either with him or Evan or Spencer.
And Hager getting the carry here on first down and getting stopped at the line of scrimmage. DeWitt came to play here, especially that front 7.
Yeah, that's obviously been the focus, is stopping Evan Hager on the run. We'll see if, yeah, here we go. Spencer Lyons is in the game.
Hager coming off a little sheepishly after that play, but Warren will stay in the game here. 4 receivers. And Lyons, DH back. Hunter takes the snap, looks, throws, and just out of the reach. A little bit low, intended for Genrich on the crossing route. That would have been a first down had he been able to secure that one. And now we have another 3rd down and long. CC 0 for 3 on that 3rd down so far today.
I don't know if Skylar could have put it anywhere else for that to be a catch. I mean, really good coverage there from DeWitt. Just too good for the reception to be made by Genrich.
So we're looking at 3rd and 10 once again. Lions still in the game. Derek Lee on the near side. Hunter takes the snap, looks left, throws, got a man. That is caught. Connor Davey at midfield. He's got the first down, pickup of 11 yards. Skylar Hunter landing the first completion for Catholic Central's quarterback duo tonight. And it's good to move the chains for the first time tonight. 1:21 to play here in the first quarter. And CC with a sign of life on offense.
Didn't look good going almost an entire quarter without getting a first down. Looks like the offense is starting to get a little more life here. Once again, they got the 4 receivers set, and Lyons is the H-back.
Hunter takes the snap in the shotgun. It's a give to Spencer. Spencer, running room right side. Hole blown open. Lions down the sideline. No flags. All the way to the house. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Spencer Lyons with a 49-yard run down the sideline, and he brings Catholic Central within one score here at the Elm.
What a cut by Spencer Lyons at the line of scrimmage just to get it open, and the block by Derek Lee really set that play loose. Would have been a 15-yard gain. Derek Lee held off the DeWitt defender just enough. Lyons showing off the speed we don't usually see from him down the sideline.
Crucial block. We talk about how important it is. Wide receiver blocking. Skylar Hunter lined up under center at first. Jake Mategan on to nail the extra point. Snap good, hold good. Mategan with a booming extra point. Nails the back fence. Catholic Central with a very productive drive. They go 5 plays, 60 yards, and they bring this one to a score of 14-7. Good to see Spencer Lyons getting back in the end zone, as he was yet to score until that play right there. He was the goal line back last year, scored 7 touchdowns, but it's good to see him getting back in the end zone here. And at a crucial time, the Shamrocks offense was looking like they were not getting going in the start of the first quarter, and then boom, Spencer Lyons, the nice 50-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Shamrocks needed that one there. Mategan will line up back to kick.
Kick from the 3-yard line, fielding it is Larner, and he is going to be swarmed by a few Shamrock defenders. Andrew Kitchen and Jack Wilkinson, Jaden Pyden, Connor Davey, Ryan Stramick, all in there on the tackle. And so just 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. We've already seen some highlight reel plays.
Yeah, the Shamrock defense needs to stop here. Catholic Central has the momentum right now, but DeWitt has scored on the last 2 offensive possessions.
And we talked about Evan Hager and Brady Blakita playing almost every play. So Josh Rudis checked into the game as the far cornerback, as Blakita will watch some plays from the sideline. It's important to make sure that those guys are not burned out before the end of the game.
Yeah, especially with how valuable they are in offense. Rudis played well this year.
Yeah, he has.
In the game.
In that nickel slot spot, you know, he's deserving of some playing time here on the edge. Well, 5 seconds left. DeWitt. Aspen Keys motions his man over. They will snap it. Give this to Reese Baker, and that is Braden Corser in the middle, making the stop on 2nd down. And we will take a quick break here as we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Panthers leading the Shamrocks 14-7. Crucial 3rd down upcoming for DeWitt, and crucial 3rd down loading for Catholic Central. We flip sides of the field here. It's Bryce Kearns lined up in the shotgun. And the give is to Baker, And what a stop. Danilo Gubernich coming off the edge. Huge third down play for Gubs. A loss of 4, and now Dewitt is going to have to punt this one deep. Reese Baker took the snap and did a spin move, something to try and deke the Shamrocks D-line out, and that did not work.
Yeah, looked like they were going to snap it to Kearns. Baker got the snap and then handed it off to Haller after a spin move. I didn't know what was happening there. Kearns is back, probably going to punt, but it doesn't really look like the Shamrocks are worrying about returning it.
And Jack Davis is probably the last guy they need to field punts with only one hand available tonight, playing with a broken left hand. And now we have a flag thrown at the end of the play. Not sure what this flag is here. And they wave the flag. Some confusion here among the officiating.
The fact that that went out of bounds. He's been thinking it was a kickoff or something. Either way, Shamrocks will start at their own 22-yard line. Once again, Skylar Hunter will lead the offense out.
Well,
Spencer Lyons will start.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Skylar Hunter leading the Shamrocks right down the field with some authority last drive, and every chance to keep it going right here. They stay with the 4 wide receiver set, and Spencer Lyons is the back. Hunter gives it to Lyons. Lyons finding running room up the middle and picking up 6 yards.
See what the Shamrocks decide to do here. They probably figured that they could pick it up with Spencer Lyons if they were going to run the ball. So maybe they try to take a shot here on second and short, second and medium.
Hunter takes the snap, goes play action, scrambles, tries to get up the middle, and Reese Baker in there to down the sliding Hunter, who was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll give him a yard. Now crucial third down.
We'll see what the Shamrocks decide to do here. You can see them running or throwing the ball. Either would make sense. Just trying to catch the Panthers off guard with their play call.
Their only third down conversion tonight was that 11-yard completion to Connor Davey. Dewitt sends pressure here, flips it out to Blakita, makes a man miss. Blakita cuts back and picks up the first down, a gain of 7 yards.
That's a huge play for Brady Blakita there, especially after getting burned on the touchdown earlier. Really trying to establish himself, and that is one way to do it. Looked like he was going to be down for a loss, just made a man miss. Gained the first down and a few more.
And we saw him own the slot last week against Davison. He caught a crossing route and went 69 yards for a touchdown. That ended up being crucial in the second half, ended up being the game-winning touchdown, although it wasn't as important in the moment. It ended up being the one that gave the Shamrocks the difference last week. And he'll line up out wide by himself on first down and 10. Hager back into the game at running back. They give it to Pyden on the sweep. Pyden with some running room left side, trucking and pulling shoulder down into Blake Haller and getting 8 yards off the edge here.
Especially since last week, the Shamrocks have just been using Pyden a little bit more than they had before.
Correct me, give him 10 and a first down. 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter, and CC moving the ball effectively down the field on the last 2 drives.
We really hadn't seen Jaden Pyden get the ball at all against Chippewa Valley. And more involved in the offense since last week.
And we have Coach Rob Zimmerman using his second timeout for DeWitt. 4 receivers out of the timeout. Hager is the running back. Blakita in motion. They fake the give. Hunter's going to take off and run with running room to the left side. Hunter down the sideline. Cuts it back. Makes a man miss. Stumbles. Gets inside the 30-yard line. Brought down by Robert Lilly. Skylar Hunter showing off his speed off the edge right there.
There's the versatility that Skylar Hunter brings under center. Jet sweep totally fooled the Panthers. Had one man to beat and just couldn't quite get past him there.
Almost giving Dewitt a taste of their own medicine with this motion jet sweep game right now. Much different offense under Skylar Hunter than it was with Bo Jackson at the start of the game. And when you have another option for someone who can run, that adds all the difference as Hager gets the carry here on first down. And he's swarmed by Baker and Lilly here making the tackle. Hager getting some yardage here, and a flag flies in at the end of the play. The ref closest to DJ Lee and Bryce Kearns. See what the call is here.
Nope. Looks like a face mask is going to be called on the tackle of Hager. That'll move the Shamrocks half the distance to the goal.
They're inside the red zone now to the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. 12-yard line, excuse me. Hunter will line up under center. Dewitt late in their substitutions here. And now we have a third and final charge timeout to Coach Zimmerman and the Panthers. Some late substitution there. And we'll step aside for a second here as the Panthers and Shamrocks regroup. Dewitt taking up a lot of time here in the timeout. Got to get stuff figured out defensively. We see Catholic Central run most of their offense lined up in the shotgun, but Hunter's going to line up here under center. Lyons is the running back. Genrich, lone wide receiver at the bottom with Davey Pyden and Blakita in the right side, and Lyons is going to be wrapped up in the backfield here. Loss of 2 yards. Dewitt ready on that play.
That'll make it second and long here for the Shamrocks. It'll probably change up what they're trying to do.
Narrows the playbook down. This is where we see Bo Jackson throw to DJ Lee. 2 medium distance touchdowns just inside the red zone this season, but Skylar Hunter in the game now. Takes the snap. Looks left. He's going to throw to Lyons out of the backfield with some running room left side. Lyons getting around the defender, Adkins, and getting inside the 10-yard line to the 9. It's going to be about 3rd down and 7 for Catholic Central.
Almost looks like another face mask there. Awkward tackle, but will be 3rd and 7, and that opens up the playbook a lot. As Chris Collinsworth said last night.
Yeah, it goes from 2 plays to 20 plays when you can get within a certain yardage here, and Catholic Central doing just that there on 2nd down.
Once again, the 4 wide receiver set.
Hunter in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks left, throws short quick, and Blakita was not ready for it. Quick pass, not there that time. And our first chance to see Jake Mategan tonight on the field goal unit. He was 1 for 1 in week 1 against Chippewa Valley, and he was 2 for 2 last week against Davison, hoping to keep it going tonight. Excuse me, 1 for 1 against Chippewa, 1 for 1 against Davison. 2 for 2 on the year, with long of about 40 yards. Metegan from 26. Closer to the left hash. Blakita, this holder. Kick is up. And Metegan makes this a 4-point game. It's 14-10. Catholic Central making notable progress on their last 2 drives, though, as we will take a short break before the kickoff here. Metegan to kick it deep for the Shamrocks. Ridley and Abram Larner back deep to receive for the Panthers. Metegan, shorter kick here. Ridley will take it from the 20. And a burst of speed up the middle. He's grabbed by Andrew Kitchen and brought down at the 36-yard line. Much needed tackle there. Return to about 16 yards for Ridley from the 20. Dewitt will start at the 36.
Yeah, we mentioned in the pregame how Ridley Jensen just provides electric return game for the Panthers. That one looked dangerous for a second. He does have a return touchdown this year.
Keys with the snap, takes it, gives it to Haller. Haller churning up the middle, getting a gain of about 5 to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Shamrocks, for the most part, contained the running game of the Panthers. Of course,
with the exception of the 80-yard touchdown, but
just really been those 2 big plays that have killed Catholic Central so far.
Keys looking to throw, got a man short. That's Abram Larner. There's Courser in on the stop.
Yeah, a really good tackle there by Courser and a couple other guys to make sure that Dewitt did not get the first down there, and it'll make it 3rd and 2, sorry. He's the quarterback once again.
Halfway through this second quarter, Catholic Central needing a stop. Got all 11 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, trying to prevent that short run. Give is to Haller, and he ran into a brick wall. Catholic Central's front 4, Javon Massey, able to hold him short. No gain on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 2. And this is the first time Dewitt really has a choice here to go punt or to try and run it up the middle here and pick up that 2 yards.
And the way they've been punting, it's just too dangerous for Catholic Central to send a returner back there. Because, I mean, they're lining up. And right now, it does not look like, even for Dewitt, a punt formation.
Hand off to Haller. Catholic Central's front 7 makes a stop here on 4th down. Jack Davis, Braden Courser, Josh Ross, all in there on the stop. And they're going to give him the first down. Oh, our line judge on this side had him marked about a half-yard short. Wow. I mean, the spot they're giving him now is not even enough for the first down. Really,
yeah, it should have been all the way to that 47-yard line, and it's got him about quarter of a yard short. I don't know what the officials are.
There is no replay.
What they're thinking.
There is no replay review here, but the line judges obviously offsetting each other there, and they give DeWitt the first down. There's Kearns getting out on the sweep, hiding the ball behind his hip, and brought down by Henry Graves and Jack Davis along the sideline.
Yeah, Catholic Central fans are not happy about that ruling there on that last play. Now giving DeWitt a second chance here on offense.
And Coach Anderson was about halfway to midfield trying to protest his case. And from our side, the line judge didn't give him the spot, but overall, DeWitt will continue their drive here. 4 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Kearns taking the direct snap once again, finding a little bit of running room to the right side. Corser met him and pushed him. Corser, a very physical player. Unfortunately, CC does not get to enforce that yardage.
Yeah, and that'll be enough for the first down. Looked like it was close. We'll give him the first. In Shamrock territory at the 42.
And now some confusion. Gubernich and Massey, as Massey's not going to get off the field, and this is going to be a 12-man penalty. Kearns has a chance to take a shot here, and instead he is wrapped up and brought down. Kyle Roberts, Cameron Lloyd, Aiden Lemieux all in on the stop, but this play is going to be...
I'm surprised Coach Anderson didn't try to get a timeout off there. Looks like that's what he's trying to argue too. It looks like he tried to call timeout and the ref did not hear him.
And the refs actually marked the spot here as a loss of 2, so was there no penalty?
I do not understand what is going on right now.
Well, we did see Anderson motioning for a timeout, but...
Let's see what the ruling is.
Catholic Central is going to get their timeout before the play, so the ball will go back to the original spot on first down and 10. 3:49 to play, and DeWitt with a 14-10 lead. Well, the refs having a much-needed discussion right now at the Shamrock logo midfield.
Not sure what discussion is about.
So Catholic Central with 2 timeouts remaining, DeWitt with no timeouts remaining, and that last play has been waved off. So we're back to first down and 10 from the 42-yard line, left hash. And it's Bryce Kearns in the shotgun. Taking the snap, faking it, rolling right. Has a chance to throw, being chased out by Kyle Roberts. Breaking his initial tackle. Cam Lloyd delivering the hit along the sideline. Short gain, about 3 yards here for Kearns off the edge. Second down and 7 loading for the Panthers.
Yeah, good pressure there from Kyle Roberts off the edge, forcing Kearns to move out of the pocket. Just couldn't find anyone downfield, turns it up, and Cam Lloyd with a massive hit. Stop him in his tracks.
DeWitt has managed the clock very well on this drive, running most of the second quarter clock out on this drive. Massey almost jumping. The give is to Kearns. The direct snap went to Baker. And Kearns flying through the Shamrock defense and picking up 12 yards. That's a first down. Getting to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, it took us a second even from up here in the booth to realize who had the ball there, as Kearns has been very deceptive as to whether he's kept the ball, handed it off, gotten the handoff.
He's trying to hide the ball. You can see him try and use his hands to place the ball behind his hip to hide it from the defense while picking up speed. 2:34 to play. Second quarter, DeWitt marching down the field here, getting closer to field goal range. Same formation. Kearns takes the snap here, and that should have been a hold. And he breaks free from Spencer Lyons and Javon Massey and picks up about 5 yards.
Good job by Spencer Lyons there, slowing Kearns down so that Massey could finish it off, because Kearns had a lot of room there. I don't know where the hold was.
The Lyons was getting held back.
Yeah.
It appeared that he didn't have a fair shot at the tackle there. Under 2 to play. Second quarter, Dewitt 14, Catholic Central 10. Kearns and Baker line up in the shotgun again. Kearns takes the handoff, gives it to Haller. Haller with some running room until he runs into Braden Corser, and he stopped a yard shy of the first down.
Another 3rd and short for the Panthers. See if CC's defense can step up like they did last time.
Got to put your front 7 up here. Can't let Dewitt get any free yardage here. They have been hesitant to throw the ball so far. Aspen Keys does check into the game, though. He's been the throwing quarterback out of them all.
Kearns is in one-on-one coverage right now. That's probably where Keys would be looking.
But they give it to Haller. Spencer Lyons, Braden Corser, stop him short.
Maybe.
And it's going to be 4th down and 1. We're under a minute to play.
CC, we'll see if the Shamrocks decide to elect to take a timeout.
Well, they do get the second half kickoff. Dewitt is playing with fire if they want to go for this right here.
Gonna run the play clock all the way down if they do.
They don't have any timeouts, so whatever they're going to, this formation is what they're going to stick with. They're going to run the ball. It's a quarterback sneak, and plenty of yards there. Yeah. But now they've got to get up and get back to under center and snap this. 21 seconds now on the clock. Clock does stop with the first down.
Going for the spike.
Kearns under center, takes it and spikes it. Clock down to 17 seconds. Stops on the spike. Second down and 10 from the 13-yard line.
We'll see if the Panthers do elect to throw here, because as you mentioned before, they have been hesitant to throw. But, I mean, running the ball with no timeouts left in 15 seconds.
Running the ball here is like Dak Prescott in the NFC divisional game. I mean, they're not going to have enough time to get back and snap the next play.
See if
so, look, I mean, it would make the most sense to throw it here. Bryce Kearns and Josh Rude, they're tangled at the bottom of the screen. Looks that way, throws, and Cam Lloyd defending Abram Larner there. Larner just let on too much there. Incomplete. Will bring up 3rd down and 10.
We'll see if Coach Zimmerman can be superior in his play calling to Mike McCarthy. On this play, only 13 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 10 already. So you have to imagine this is the play they're going to try to score.
You could run a play on the boundary, try and get out of bounds, and then get maybe one play closer to the end zone, or maybe get closer for your kicker. But Dewitt has not shown what field goal range is. Keys looks towards the sideline again. Kearns tried to go up with one hand and grab it. Josh Rude in coverage there. And Dewitt is going to send the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be about a 29-yard try for Brandon Soltis here. 9 seconds left in the first half.
Has not made a field goal attempt this year. 0 for 1.
To hold it is Ryder Thompson. And Coach Anderson trying to ice Soltis here, calls his second time out of the half. Field goal unit onto the field. 29-yard try. Brandon Soltis yet to make a field goal attempt on this year. So this would be a season long. He can find the middle of the uprights here. Snap is low. Kick is right on through. Dewitt reclaims the touchdown lead that they had, making it 17-10 with just 5 seconds left to play. So we have probably a kickoff, maybe an offensive play here before the break. We'll stay on air for the time being.
Yeah, Dewitt has been pretty much pooch kicking it every time on their kickoff team. So have to expect that's what they're going to do here. No reason to kick it deep now.
And we saw Matthew Oliva practicing kickoff, like odd kickoff spins, because the kicking has been quite unique tonight from Brandon Soltis.
Yeah, see, Evan and Brady are at the 15-yard line right now to take this kick. You have to admire how the Shamrocks have come back, especially in the second quarter after going down 14-0 early. Offense has really found its groove.
Well, that last drive from Dewitt really ate the clock, but you were really interested to kind of see if Catholic Central could put a third straight scoring drive together, and we'll have to wait till the second half to see that. But overall, it was definitely you got to give them the kudos there as this kick lands behind Oliva. That is an illegal kickoff out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line here.
Very smart play by Oliva there. That'll move the ball up.
And I can't imagine Coach Anderson taking a shot here.
What?
And, I did see this. This is an interesting because you can either take the ball at the 40-yard line or you can actually move the kickoff back 5 yards. And this happened in the DeWitt game last week. There was 4 straight kickoff out of bounds, and DeWitt ended up kicking off from their own 20-yard line, according to their game summaries on their website, which fantastic website that is. If you want to check it out, DeWittPantherFootball.org. Fantastic. I'm just excited both teams are here tonight, and we're having fun in the booth. Really, just high school football is just the peak of excitement here every Friday night. Cap off a tough week at school and get to enjoy.
Very passionate, Josh.
From the 35, Brandon Soltis, kickoff attempt number 2 in the same direction. It's Oliva fielding it from the 35, and he's going to be brought down at the 46. Mr. O'Brien stopping the clock with 1 second left, giving the Shamrocks one more play.
See, I think if they send Skylar out, they're probably taking a knee. If Bo goes out,
I can visually see both in the huddle here. It is going to be Skylar who leads the offense out here.
DeWitt does have a couple safeties back near the 25-30-yard line, just in case.
Oh, this is a first and 10 from the 46-yard line, so 54 yards to go. I guess if you could get a defensive penalty here, you could maybe try something, but and CC is going to go 4 wide receivers here, so unless this is a handoff to Hager, they're going to try and get a deep shot. Hunter drops back. He's going to throw long. Nothing to lose. Hunter winding up, throwing deep, and that is going to be incomplete, intended for Blakita, and he looked obstructed there. It was a shot in the dark to get the penalty, but no flag thrown. Pass falls incomplete, and Catholic Central goes into halftime trailing by 7. We saw some good, we saw some bad. We will see 24 minutes of second half action right after the Shamrock Marching Band takes the field. You're watching Catholic Central football on the Shamrock United Network.
Shamrocks to receive the kickoff.
A quick update on some of the scores around the high school football world. A top 20 matchup in Rochester. Clarkston and Rochester Adams tied at 14 at the break. Over in Canton, the Plymouth Wildcats lead the Chiefs by a score of 7-0 at halftime. Chippewa Valley, one of Catholic Central's foes from early in the year, leading Utica Eisenhower 24-0. Brother Rice leads Woodhaven by a score of 13-0. And De La Salle taking it to U of D early on. The score of 49-6 with still a minute to play in the first half there. And we are back for some second half action here at the Elm. Catholic Central to receive the second half kickoff. Brady Blakita, Evan Hager back deep. Brandon Soltis, the kicker for the Panthers.
Yeah, of course, the Shamrocks will play De La Salle here on Boys Bowl. Definitely looking forward to that game.
Pooch kicks it again. This is a squib line drive off of Henry Graves, and the Panthers have recovered it on the sideline. So the Shamrocks, a stunning turn of events to start.
Oh, and a flag. Maybe they're saying the ball went out of bounds. Let's wait a second.
CC's defense rushed onto the field. They're right back off now. Looks like this is going to be a illegal kick out of bounds, as I don't think Dewitt had enough chance to get possession of it before it went out.
That could have gone very poorly.
Illegal formation is the call.
That could have gone very poorly for the Shamrocks.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
No.
You talk about it. You talk about it when you're playing with your friends, like, oh, let's belt this kid and then recover it like an onside kick. But you've never actually seen one in the game, and then boom, it hits you.
Yeah, especially the way DeWitt's been playing.
CC leads. Bo Jackson leads CC onto the field here, so Skylar Hunter did his fair share in the first half. He got the Shamrocks 10 points. And now it's back over to Bo Jackson. CC starts from their own 43-yard line. Trip set. They give it to Hager, and he's going to need to be productive in the second half. Churning forward, breaking a tackle, and carrying Abram Larner for another couple yards. Just a 12-yard run to start the second half. Catholic Central's offense needs that firepower to keep going.
Yeah, by far the best run of the game there from Evan Hager. He had not had a lot of running room. Spencer Lyons has been the more successful back tonight, but Evan Hager, great way to start the half.
And you're going to need both Hager and Lyons to get the job done tonight, as DeWitt's front seven has proved very effective as they go right back to Hager here, stiff arming off the edge, breaking a tackle. That was Matthew Neef off the edge, the Central Michigan commit, stopping him initially in the backfield, and then Blake Haller finishing off the tackle. Short loss of about a yard.
Lions into the game for Hager.
So Jackson will line up in the shotgun here. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Jackson takes the snap. Looks long. Pressure comes in his face. They go short on the dump pass underneath. Brady Blakita on the screen. Makes a man miss. Oh, green grass ahead. Blakita inside the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Brought down out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And a gain of 42 yards for Brady Blakita on the wide receiver screen. Blakita showing off the speed and putting the Shamrocks in goal-to-go territory early on in the second half.
That's where Brady Blakita is at his best, when he gets the ball in the open field. Nice job by Bo Jackson holding off on the pass until Blakita had enough room to run. Couple good blocks there from the offensive line, especially from Aiden Lemieux, who had a nice block. And for all, it was just a good play for the Shamrocks.
And now we have the Wildcat formation. Jaden Pyden in at the quarterback position. Lyons and Hager, even Corser out there, the up man. Pyden takes the snap. Trying to find running room. Right, breaks back. Jaden Pyden, touchdown, Catholic Central.
They run the power sweep with the sophomore who was the freshman team quarterback last year, Jaden Pyden, and he was not touched on his way to the end zone. A 4-yard touchdown and a Metegan extra point away from a tie game here at the Elm.
And that's the way to keep the momentum going from before the half to during the half. Short, quick drive, just under 2 minutes, and they're able to get the job done, going 56 yards and punching it in for the score. Brady Blakita with the play. The drive there really set that up. And now Jake Metegan's extra point is right on through. Catholic Central tying this ball game up at 17. 10-10 to play in the third quarter. Some new life for the Shamrocks.
We're back here for some Catholic Central football early on in the third quarter. 10-10 to play, all tied up at 17. And that game, or in that drive, could have gone very differently, as that kick had originally been off a Shamrock Upman and recovered by Dewitt. But they ruled illegal formation. The Shamrocks go down and score a quick touchdown.
Metegan to punt it deep to the waiting Panthers return team, who's been effective. They do have one kick return touchdown registered. B. Jensen Ridley with, and he will get this kick return here. Finds space to the left side, chased out wide, and he's going to be brought down. Jaden Pyden always seems to find the tackle on the kickoff, and he's taken down at about the 19-yard line. And that's where DeWitt's multifunctional offense will start the second half.
And Ridley Jensen has been very difficult to be brought down here. Be 1st and 10.
Aspen Keys leads the Panthers out. Start here. Larner goes in motion. Keys looking right side, throwing, and he had a man. That's Abram Larner, but he overthrew him, led him too much to the sideline. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Panthers.
And I think the fact that there's been so much time between every Panthers pass has just led to a lot of overthrows, a lot of missed throws, just the wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page. It's all that time with all the trick plays and the sweeps. Really haven't been able to get into a groove, any of the quarterbacks right now throwing the ball.
They go back to this Bryce Kearns, Reese Baker duo. Spin move, sweep. Kearns takes the snap, gives it to, I believe it was Blake Haller there, and he gets to the 25-yard line. It's very hard to see who gets the ball, but it's going to be 3rd down and 4 now from about the 24-yard line.
Shamrock's defense looking to step up, get a really good start to this half with a touchdown and a stop.
Got to stack the box here on 3rd down and short. Kearns takes the snap. He got some space right side, and there he goes. Kearns with one man to beat. That's Josh Rude to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Rude tries to cut him down, and he is able to push him out of bounds with the help of Spencer Lyons at the 10-yard line, and that is a run of 66 yards. And Catholic Central's defense allowing that big run once again. We saw it in the first half, and we see it again here. Bryce Kearns, when he's in open space, he is deadly.
He's hard to catch. It looked like Rude had the angle, but he was just, Kearns was just keeping stride for stride with Rude. He just couldn't close in. Eventually, Rude was able to slow him down enough for Spencer Lyons to finish it off. Either way, red zone possession right now for DeWitt.
You go with the up man. That's Reese Baker on the carry. And Baker is going to go, that's Haller all the way to the house for a DeWitt touchdown, and that was fast. In just over 60 seconds, Dewitt goes the length of the field, and they reclaim the lead here, 23-17 Panthers.
Yeah, not even 4 minutes here into this third quarter, and we've already seen a touchdown from both sides. That one for Dewitt, it was just...
Could it be a sign of things to come? We saw 68 combined points last week at 78 combined points last week at Davison. Very rare to see these high-scoring games. You know, last year we were here seeing those 17-14, 21-0, grinded out games here from Catholic Central. But this year it's been a different story. Lots of scoring, fast-paced, and offense has been ruling the defenses. Extra point from Soltis is good. DeWitt 24, Catholic Central 17. We'll take a quick break here before the kickoff. Intriguing to see who Catholic Central sends out onto the field. Both Skylar Hunter and Bo Jackson are in the mix for the quarterback role really at any moment. Bo Jackson's drive to start the second half is good for a touchdown.
Yeah, both these quarterbacks have very talented, very different skill sets. It really just depends on what Catholic Central needs to do.
Soltis with another short squib kick. That one's fielded by Lee Kruger, who gets to just about midfield. And DeWitt seems content with handing the Shamrocks the ball with some pretty hefty good field position here.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Especially, I mean, after that last drive, they moved the ball in not even 2 minutes.
No, this game is being set up for some high-scoring game we're going to see here if both teams keep starting with good field position and flashy plays. Bo Jackson, Evan Hager, Connor Davey, Brady Blakita, Nico Genrich, and DJ Lee. Allow here 4 receivers to start the drive. Jackson gives to Hager on the handoff. Hager pushing forward, gets about 6 yards, brought down by Haller at the 44-yard line. Be good for second down at 4.
Evan Hager's had a little bit more room every time he's run the ball so far. I mean, in that first quarter was 1 yard, 0 yards, 1 yard. Just couldn't find any room.
He seems to be getting back to his old self. You know, averaging 189 yards a game is not an easy task to continue as Hager gets the ball here again, and he broke free for a second.
I thought he was going to keep going.
Good for a first down. Hager picking up 6 more yards there. Under 8 to play in the third.
Bo Jackson in the shotgun.
Jackson in the shotgun. Gives to Hager again. Hager breaks the initial tackle behind the line of scrimmage from Jesus Arriaga. But he's going to be swarmed shortly thereafter. About a 2-yard pickup here. Second down and 8.
Arriaga's been all over for that Panther defense. And Evan Hager looks like he's coming off the field limping.
Well, he lost his shoe, but I don't know if that is an injury or... Either way, Spencer Lyons checks into the game. Trips receiver set to the left. Derek Lee, the lone receiver, to the right. Jackson takes the shotgun snap. Looks, throws, caught by Genrich. That's good for his first catch tonight. And it's going to move him closer to the chains, pick up of about 6 yards here. Gets him to the 30-yard line. Be third down and 3. Check it for 5 yards for Genrich. And onto the field comes the Wildcat unit. That's Jaden Pyden, Evan Hager, and Spencer Lyons. Dwayne Johnson and Kyle Roberts, 2 tight ends, line out wide. We go with the pistol set here. Pyden in the shotgun. Taking the snap, running right, just like the touchdown play. Pushing forward, got the first down to the 25-yard line, gain of 5. And Pyden now 2 for 2 in that Wildcat role tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely their power set when they put Pyden in the game. And he hasn't disappointed so far. Looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. Timeout DeWitt.
DeWitt wants to regroup here. And so they'll take their first timeout, and we will take a timeout as well. Jackson takes the snap on first down, looks, throws for Derek Lee, and it looked like there was hands in there. Bryce Kearns getting away with a little bit of a jersey tug.
I don't know where the pass interference was there. I mean, he was obviously being held. I don't understand that one.
So CC will regroup with 6:13 to play. Lions stays in the game as the running back. Jackson takes the shotgun snap. Pressure comes. They hand it off to Lyons. Lyons bulldozing forward, pushing off of Haller and getting very close to that first down marker. It's going to be third down and 6 inches here.
Really good run there by Spencer Lyons. Turns it from potential third and long to chance where I'd be surprised if CC kicks a field goal if they don't get the yardage here.
Pyden checks into the game. Bo Jackson's still out there, so he'll line up at tight end, it looks like. Genrich, Davey, Plakita, the wide receivers. Jackson will line up under center with Lyons, the running back. Takes a snap, gives to Lyons, and he is met instantly. Matthew Neef, the Central Michigan commit, meeting Lyons in the backfield for a loss of 3. And now it's decision time for Coach Anderson.
Looks like he's sending out the field goal unit. I mean, the backfield of the – actually, maybe not.
No, this is going to be the Wildcat.
Sending in Braden Corser.
There's Pyden and Hager and the 2 tight end set. This is the Wildcat set. You need your tight ends on the edges. Under 5 to play. This is a crucial 4th down and 3 from the 18-yard line. Pyden in the shotgun. Takes the snap. The give is to Lyons. Stiff arms off the edge. Lyons with space to go. Nobody's going to catch him. Number 2 for Spencer Lyons. And Catholic Central has come within 1 point here. The Wildcats set on 4th down once again. Catholic Central touchdown.
You mentioned earlier how important blocking on the edge is there. Dwayne Johnson had a massive block there. I think the entire DeWitt defense thought that Jaden Pyden was taking that carry. Little bit of trickery there with the halfback carry from Spencer Lyons, untouched into the end zone. Once again, extra point away from a tie game.
Crucial extra point to tie it up here for Metighan. Coach is waving towards Hunter. I don't think there's 11 players out there for Catholic Central. And here comes Josh Ross running onto the field. Don't know if there is a play clock on extra points, but Metegan knocks it through. Catholic Central DeWitt tied at 24 with all fours on the clock here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Kickoff team about ready to send this one deep. We've seen 3 touchdowns in 7 minutes here in the third quarter, a pace of play that is going to be hard to keep up, but it would provide a high-scoring score at the end of the game.
Yeah, it's been a very exciting third quarter right now. All possessions have ended in a touchdown, as you mentioned.
Ridley from the 1 takes it while he's backpedaling. And Catholic Central with a chance to pin him deep, and does. And once again, that's Jaden Pyden in there for another kickoff tackle. Andrew Kitchen was in there as well.
Yeah, Jaden Pyden's been one of the stars of the game for the Shamrocks, just coming in on those big sets and being crucial on special teams.
And so now Catholic Central's defense gets a chance to redeem themselves after allowing another big play, which led to a short touchdown last drive. Got to eliminate Kearns' speed on the edge. Keys is the quarterback on first down in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks left, throws short, pass incomplete, intended for Ridley. There was nothing there. Blakita in coverage. So we see Keys line up at quarterback. That's typically a pass. Can be a run still. We see Kearns line up at quarterback. That has been almost 99% of the time a run. And we have Kearns in at quarterback on the second down.
I mean, coming into today when Kearns has been quarterback, he's only thrown the ball 5 times.
Kearns to give to Haller. Haller was met at the line of scrimmage but broke a tackle and is able to get to the outside. And Jack Davis, hard hit out of bounds. Knocked down the first row of coaches there as well. Blake Haller with a nice run of 16 yards over the right sideline.
Yeah, Haller looked like he had no room trying to go to the left side, cuts it back towards the right, and got the sideline for a second, but Jack Davis made the nice hit.
Spot at the 38, gain of 14 yards. And the speed unit right back in once again. Reese Baker is the H-back next to Bryce Kearns, and you have Blake Haller lined up right in front. This time it's Baker taking the direct snap, and he's met instantly. That's Braden Corser in on the stop. Hard hit from Corser delivered at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Reese Baker.
Haven't seen Corser on the pass rush a lot due to the fact that DeWitt has not passed the ball, but Corser's been instrumental in this run defense. That's got to be at least the 4th or 5th time we've said his name, making a stop there on the line.
Under 4 to play in this third quarter. Same formation here with Kearns taking the snap, rolling right, throwing long. Got a man! It's caught by Atkins! And he's taken down by the one-handed Jack Davis all the way into Catholic Central territory. It's a pickup of about 36 yards. The rollout jump pass, you could call it, has worked to perfection tonight for DeWitt.
You just mentioned how little he's thrown the ball, but, I mean, he's wide open there, going down the right side.
So they'll stay with the same look, except it's Kearns getting the snap here, running left side, crossing over 2 defenders, and being ultimately brought down. Cam Lloyd and Kyle Roberts both in there on the stop. Makes it second down and manageable for Dewitt. They give him 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, CC has done, for the most part, a really good job on defense. Just they've allowed so many big plays to this Dewitt offense. I mean, whether it be rushing or passing, just can't allow those big plays if you're going to win a game like this.
When you said it before the game, you know, the big play is going to kill you, and both teams here tonight have been the victim of it prior to the game and during the game. So now it's Aspen Keys in the shotgun. Howard to his right side, motions Larner over, gives it to Abram Larner, cuts back, and he had a hole initially. Cam Lloyd, Ryan Schramick, both in there on the stop. I think Korsher was in there as well. Excuse me, Lemieux in there on the stop.
Dewitt going quick. Sneak.
Couldn't see who they snapped it to. I think Catholic Central is going to stop them short here, about a half-yard short. Do they give them the first down?
They do.
It is a first down.
I was very close there. Couldn't really tell with the pile. I think it was the right call. First and 10 from the 15 now.
Marching right on down once again. It's continuing to be an offensive battle, back and forth all game long. Lawrence with Baker to his right. Kearns takes a snap. It's a give to Haller. And Blake Haller, the son of Michigan State University Athletic Director Alan Haller, gets 3 yards there on first down. .90 seconds now to play in this third quarter. Catholic Central needs a crucial stop here on these next 2 downs. Defense has got to keep pushing, keep themselves inside of this game. DeWitt has never trailed tonight. Rollout, Kearns throwing for the end zone. Pass is off the hand of Jack Davis.
If he hadn't broken his hand, that was a pick.
The only guy on the field that Kearns can throw it to and it not be a dead red interception. Jack Davis just unfortunately can't quite secure it, playing with the cast on his left hand.
Wow. That would have been a huge play for Catholic Central.
I don't think Kearns quite saw it. Davis turned the corner and sped up and got right on the ball. Would have been a momentum swing for sure. Now it's third down and 7. Keys with the pitch. Looking to throw is Larner. That pass is short. And now fourth down and 7. Field goal unit rushing onto the field for the Panthers.
Catholic Central try to limit the damage here.
Soltis hit from 29 earlier in the game.
He's only made field goal on the year.
And this is from 29 once again. Flipped the field, and he's also working from the right hash this time, just inside of. Soltis to give DeWitt the lead. They have not trailed tonight. Tied up at 24. 1 minute, 7 seconds here. Live from Novi at the Elm. And we have some pre-snap movement. It's going to be a false start against the Panthers. That'll move him back 5 yards. And Soltis, who does not have unlimited range, this could factor in.
I can't imagine DeWitt
going for it,
12, but I don't think they'd punt it from the 17-yard line.
So instead, it's a 34-yard try. Soltis season long. 29 yards earlier tonight. And now we have a timeout called by DeWitt.
Their second of the half.
That's a costly mistake, the false start, as it causes them to move back 5 yards and burn a crucial timeout. If there's one thing that Catholic Central is really good at with time management, it's that they aren't going to burn their timeouts. going to hold on to them, and most times we see Catholic Central not even use all of their timeouts, but it seems their opponents just can't keep it in. They need to make sure that this play is the correct play, as it is very crucial, 4th down and 12. See what Dewitt decides to do here. Aspen Keys, Blake Haller, Jensen Ridley all coming out of the field here. Looks like they're going to go against what you said, Lucas. They're going to go for this.
Yeah, I mean, especially the fact that we haven't seen Soltis kick from 34, and punting it just doesn't make any sense. You might as well go for it.
This could be the turning point here. Keys in the shotgun. Larner to his left, calls in motion. That's Haller. They fake the reverse. Larner looking to throw. Got a man. Incomplete. Intended for Jonathan Warner. A turnover on downs, and Catholic Central with all the momentum they need to continue their offensive dominance.
Trick play once again as Keys got the snap and handed it to Larner. Second time we've seen that tonight. But once again, it was an incomplete pass. Catholic Central takes over at their own 17-yard line.
Needing a score here late into the game. Bo Jackson and company out on the field. They'll start from their own 17-yard line. We're going to go with a bunch set wide to the right side. Connor Davey, Brady Blakita, Nico Genrich. Derek Lee all by himself to the top, but the handoff goes to Spencer Lyons. Lyons breaking a tackle initially off the line of scrimmage, but he's wrapped up and taken down by Reese Baker. Gain of about 3 on 1st down. Go with the same formation here on 2nd down. Jackson in the shotgun. Lyons to his left. Trips receivers to the bottom of the screen. Jackson looks that way. Throws short. Caught by Brady Blakita. Blakita makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Upfield. Blakita. No one's going to catch him. Is he going to go all the way? The 25, the 20, the 15. He's pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Andrew Novak with the heck of a chase down tackle. But Brady Blakita with his 2nd wide receiver screen and go. That might have been the out and up, but he made 2 men miss, and he's all the way down to the 9-yard line of DeWitt.
You mentioned it. He made a sharp cut there, making 2-man miss, got another crucial block from the outside. And all of a sudden, Catholic Central is looking to take the lead for the first time tonight.
Pickup of 60 yards for Blakita. They're going to go with the same formation. They're going to flip the field now, and Hager's into the game as the running back. Jackson with the give to Hager. Hager broke the initial tackle at the line of scrimmage, still pushing forward, getting to the 6-yard line. And that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter as Catholic Central has turned the tide here. It's still tied up at the end of the 3rd quarter, but Catholic Central has done what they need to do to get back into this game. And we'll take a quick break at the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got 12 more minutes of football for you here at the Elm. Catholic Central and DeWitt tied in an absolute battle, 24-24. Oh, flip the field here. Crucial 2 plays here. Got to punch it in the end zone. Give yourself a touchdown lead. Trips receivers to the left side. They're not in a bunch set, though, this time. Jackson looks left. Throws. Now he's going to run. Got some opening to the right side. Lowers his head. And gets hit. Pops up immediately. Pickup of 3 yards. Bo Jackson, not the one to tuck it and run, but he does it for a positive gain here.
Yeah, he had a hole for a second. And Jaden Pyden comes into the game. Here's the power set with Braden Corser in at fullback. Both running backs, Spencer Lyons and Evan Hager, along with Dwayne Johnson and Kyle Roberts.
2 tight end, fullback, power running back. Set. Roberts getting set on the far side. Pyden is the shotgun quarterback here on 3rd and goal. Takes the snap. Running room left side. Pyden's got the edge. Stiff arm. Touchdown, Shamrocks, Jaden Pyden.
His second of the game, and what a game it has been for Jaden Pyden. All-around player. He's ran it in. He's made plays on special teams. Probably breakout game for the sophomore.
Sophomore sensation, Jaden Pyden. Getting it done. I mean, he has been on the field for only a few plays tonight in the quarterback position, but he's getting it done when it matters. And he gives Catholic Central their first lead tonight with 11:13 to play in this final frame here tonight. Mategan out for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Mategan remains perfect tonight. And Catholic Central has a 31-24 lead and all the momentum. We'll take a quick break before the kickoff. Catholic Central takes a 7-point lead. Mategan boots it deep. Short line drive. Jensen Ridley from the 7-yard line. Looking to find space. Eases himself into a few Shamrock tacklers. Connor Davey and Jack Wilkinson, a few others in there on the kickoff stop. Looked like Jaden Pyden was in there again, the kickoff man. And
He's been everywhere today.
And now it's prove it time for Dewitt. They finally stumbled last drive, turning it over on downs. A bad penalty in the red zone. They had to burn a timeout, but they still got the firepower. They still got the big playability. And they're going to start with Bryce Currents in at quarterback.
See how they respond. Allowed 3 straight touchdowns to the Shamrock offense.
The jet sweep. Currents fakes it, and he's got running room here. Josh Rude with a nice tackle, grabbing the lower leg there and pulling him down. Currents gets 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. We'll give him 9, 2nd down and 1.
I want to mention from the Shamrocks offense, we've seen both quarterbacks play really well tonight. In the first half, Bo got off to a rough start, and Skyler came in and really picked it up for the Shamrocks. Bo Jackson came out to start the second half, and he has been lights out in there, not trying to do too much, doing exactly what he needs to move the offense down the field.
And here's Keys. He looks to pass. He's going to go long. Blakita got beat, and Jensen Ridley makes a fantastic catch over the shoulder right in front of the Panthers sideline in the Zim zone. And he moves the ball all the way to the other side of the field. That's a pickup of about 40 yards.
Blakita's coming off the field hobbling. Let's hope he's all right.
Keys delivering that strong arm sense for the Panthers. And he's done it quite a few times tonight. We saw the touchdown pass in the first quarter. And now it's Currents again, taking the snap. Rolling right, looking to throw, but he will keep it and run with it. And finding running room, Kyle Roberts and Henry Graves and Josh Rude all upend him. That's going to be a first down for DeWitt, and they have moved the ball with ease in the fourth quarter. Just really very little defense overall, to sum that up.
Especially in the second half. We've already seen 21 points for the Shamrocks. Only 7 for DeWitt, but it seems like more. Especially with all the big plays.
Currents gives it on the feed. Haller, and that's JoJo Massey grabbing the jersey. And the rest of the Shamrocks D-line pushing back. It's going to be a loss of a yard for Haller. Maybe the spark that the Shamrocks defense needs here.
Yeah.
Under 9 to play, second down and 11. Aspen Keys coming back into the game after completing his only pass of the drive for about 40 yards. Haller, the running back, bunch set. Keys looks to Haller, pass is deflected, and it is incomplete. Corser dove down to try and get the deflected ball, but it lands incomplete, so DeWitt dodges a bullet there.
I think it was Kyle Roberts who made a really nice play there on the edge, knocking that pass down. See, there was a man open there. That would have been probably a first down.
Well, if you get into the throwing lane, there's not much DeWitt can do. You know, it's not a full-on scramble. It's more of a kind of lollygag and then find the open man. They're kind of just waiting for the right moment to find the receiver there, and Kyle Roberts reading that play perfectly.
The Cam Hayward philosophy there. If you can't get to the quarterback, deflect the ball as it's thrown. Cam Hayward, the all-pro defensive tackle for Pittsburgh. And
DeWitt has burned their final timeout.
Timeout.
This is crucial as DeWitt now has no more timeouts the rest of the way. So they've burned all 6 of their timeouts. Some banging going on in the press box.
It'll be 3rd and 11 here for DeWitt.
Crucial 3rd down and 11. Aspen Keys in the shotgun. Howell to the left side. Takes the snap. Looking long. Pressure coming. Throws back corner. The end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown Panthers. Bryce Kurtz. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And DeWitt once again keeping it competitive. Aspen Keys' 2nd touchdown pass of the night. And the Shamrocks stunned on defense once again, as now Soltis has a chance to tie this one up.
They had all the momentum there. It seems so far like every time it looks like Catholic Central's made a big stop on defense, DeWitt has just come right back with the big play. There's another one right there, as they are a Soltis extra point away from a tie game.
We're going to have an action-packed final 8:26 here at the Elm. Good snap, Soltis kick, good. We are all tied up at 31.
Been a shootout.
It's just not so often you get to see 31-31 here.
Especially Catholic Central football, not.
It's a smash mouth, run game, run the clock, and that hard-nosed defense unapplicable tonight, as DeWitt has ran the Shamrocks defense all the way to the end zone all game long.
A lot different from the Chippewa Valley game, hey?
Much different. Not a field goal here and a field goal there, but touchdown after touchdown both ways tonight.
And in that Chippewa Valley game, CC did not score at all in the second half. They already have 21 points here.
Yeah, they upped it last week against Davison as well, getting 2 long touchdowns in the second half. And now every snap is more important than the last.
Got to be very careful on all these Dewitt kickoffs. How they can be squibbed, they can be an onside, they can be a pooch.
I don't think Henry Graves is ever going to turn his back to a kickoff after getting drilled on that one.
You just don't see that. You don't see that in organized football.
It's just odd. Soltis kick is a short line driver, and this is going to bounce over the head of Ryan Schramek and land out of bounds, so the Shamrocks have the option to spot the ball or to take a 5-yard illegal kick penalty, and it would be a re-kick.
I think you take the yardage here, but I don't know if that's what they're going to do.
The offense looks like they're making their way.
No, I think they're going to take the 5 yards. They're going to have to kick from 35. I just don't know how many times you want to have Dewitt kick the ball, you know.
Well, I think they think that the pooch kick, they can get more yards than the 40, so I'm assuming that they plan on fielding it and getting closer to midfield. Would be my guess.
That makes sense. Maybe.
And now we have
first timeout of the game, Coach Anderson. Maybe.
Was this a timeout? Well, it's very rare to see a timeout called. Very rare to see a timeout called in between kickoffs.
Well, it looks like Bo Jackson's coming.
Okay, so they are going to take. The spot is actually the 35-yard line, not the 40-yard line.
Just some confusion between the officials.
They'll take the 35-yard line spot, and that's where they'll start. Spencer Lyons is the running back. Plakita comes in motion. They fake it to Plakita, give it to Lyons. Stiff arms off Neef. Breaks a tackle, gets to the 40-yard line. Picking up 5 yards and moving in the right direction for the Shamrocks here on first down.
Shamrock offensive line, after a shaky few possessions today where, I mean, Dewitt was in the backfield on every play, really stepped it up in the second half. Run blocking, pass blocking, protection, just overall, it's been a really impressive performance in the second half by a relatively young group.
I have to agree with you there. Jackson, snap again, gives it to Lyons. Lyons brought down, that's Haller and Lilly both in on the stop. 3rd down and 4 upcoming. And we've seen almost a split, 50-50, between Evan Hager and Spencer Lyons in terms of snap count tonight.
Spencer Lyons, by far his best game of the year right now.
Oh, easily.
Performing very well. Just extending the play. We hadn't really seen that from him, breaking tackles and just getting more yards and showing off his speed, and he's shown that tonight.
We go 2 tight end pistol, Wildcats set. Jaden Pyden on the keeper with space to the edge. Full speed, trucks one. Pyden down the sideline to the 35. Brought down finally at the 32-yard line. Jaden Pyden once again getting the job done on 3rd down.
Breakout.
And is it crazy to say that maybe they should just start Pyden and run a Wildcat offense all game long?
It's a little crazy, but I think he is just working himself to more and more snaps every game. I mean, I don't think we saw him get a snap at all at quarterback.
And now Skylar Hunter into the game at quarterback. So the last 3 plays, we have 3 different quarterbacks. He'll line up under center with Hager in the backfield. Connor Davey, Nico Genrich, Brady Blakita, DJ Lee, the wide receivers, and the give. A fake. Hunter looking to throw. Pass is off the fingertips of Elliott Larner. Hunter getting dangerous, throwing against his body there. Tried to get it to Blakita. So Jackson will go back into the game. It's just a throw you can't make.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you understand he's trying to make a play, and he's going to be competitive and make that play, but that ball's better going in the ground.
And Skylar Hunter and Bo Jackson, they're sophomores, and Jaden Pyden for that matter. But Yes, that's something he's going to come with time. You don't need to force it, especially in situations like this. Throw the ball away and go to second down.
So Jackson checking back into the game. Trips flex to the left side. Hager is the running back. Takes the snap. Jackson looking long. Throwing for Blakita. Got him. Blakita the 15. Shakes off a defender. He's gone. Brady Blakita, touchdown.
Brady Blakita hadn't gotten into the end zone yet, but what a play there from the senior captain. Breaking one tackle, got a good block on the outside, all the way into the end zone for a 31-yard touchdown.
Shrugs the defender right off his shoulder. And we talk about Blakita on these out routes. It's so dangerous when he gets in open space because he will absolutely dice you up.
A great throw from Bo Jackson there, right on the money. Led Blakita away from his defender.
And the Shamrocks on top once again. Bo Jackson making the play of the night so far, giving the Shamrocks a comfortable lead. 6:23 to play. Mategan, there's a flag down. Kick is up and good. See which side this penalty is on, and they're going to call it against the Panthers. It'll be offsides. My guess is that Anderson will decline this penalty.
It doesn't. They never signaled that the field goal was good, so I'm not sure whether or not they said it was an encroachment.
Pre-snap or I don't know how the yardage works. If this would let Anderson maybe go for 2. Not something you'd maybe necessarily consider, but this is going to be against Catholic Central. Did he just call offsetting penalties on an extra point?
Don't see that.
A false start and an offsides on the same play. I didn't think that was possible.
I don't think that's how it worked.
But Mategan will send this one through, and Catholic Central takes a 7-point lead. 6:23 to play. We'll take a quick break. Well, the good news with Catholic Central taking the 7-point lead is they do ultimately have a cushion to fall back on. So the worst thing possible that can happen on the drive is they end up right back where they were when they started, and this is a tie game. So they do have the comfortable position right now. Dewitt is going to stay in the pressure situation here as there's a short squib kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. And either Dewitt has the chance. This has been a topic of discussion multiple times tonight.
I don't think I've ever had this discussion in a game. Looks like they'll take it at the 35.
Yeah, the 4th or 5th kick out of bounds tonight. Keegan frustrated throwing his kicking tee into the net.
Quarterback is Bryce Kernks.
Takes the snap. Fakes the give. Looks right side. He will take off and run. Breaking one tackle and finally being swarmed. Kyle Roberts on the stop after the chains. Give him a first down, a pickup of 11 yards for Bryce Kernks.
And I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that there's still 6:15 to play in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple more touchdowns the way the second half has gone. 28 points for Catholic Central, 14 for Dewitt.
Only one drive in the second half has not resulted in a touchdown, and that was that turnover on downs where Dewitt actually marched it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So under 6 to play. Kearns takes a snap, jump pass, throw a one-handed catch. Jonathan Warner with a catch and a hard hit. Jack Davis, the hard-hitting safety, coming in and making sure he feels that one. A gain of 9. Nice little snag there from Warner.
Nice catch and nice hit there.
Second down, 1 to go. Snap to Kearns. Looks right side, running out of room. Catch is made. That's Blake Haller. And he gets the short gain of 3 yards and the first down. Nice tackle. Henry Graves, Evan Hager, both in there on the stop.
Another first down for the Panthers.
Clock will continue to run. Well, the ultimate goal here, Catholic Central, you want to be the ball to possess. You want to be the team to possess the ball last and be able to deliver that final blow. And, you know, another thing that I find interesting is we've actually never had an overtime game here.
Not since we've done it.
Not since we've done it. That would be quite the environment.
There's
an open receiver at the top of the screen. Jack Davis and Evan Hager arguing over who's going to get him, but Kearns keeps it all together as there's a flag thrown at the start of the play. We have some pre-snap movement. Not sure what the flag is here. It's going to be a false start against Dewitt, so what looked like a promising play that they could even sneak the ball out to the edge is going to end up biting them and causing them to move back 5 yards. So 1st and 15 from the 47. .4:15 to play. Clock continues to wind down. Kearns and Baker. Kearns taking the snap, faking the give, keeping it himself, and being tripped up. Evan Hager, Josh Ross both in there to knock him down.
Gets the yards back there. It'll be 2nd and 10. It's just, I mean, if you're the Catholic Central defense, it's so difficult trying to tell who is carrying the ball for the DeWitt offense. I mean,
and that's why they have to keep the box stacked all game long so that they have a guy on each runner. I mean, whether it be Kearns, Keys, Haller, really all of them have a chance. Crowd on their feet, student section roaring here. The final 3:30 to play. The give here is to Larner and JoJo Massey and Ryan Schrammick. Haven't called his name a whole lot tonight, but he makes a big stop, and he makes us 3rd down and 8.
That play was read right from the beginning. I mean, the Shamrock defense has shifted right there. Massey and Schrammick, just a great play to make it 3rd and long. Not getting too comfortable, though, based off all the big plays that DeWitt has made.
Well, DeWitt with absolutely no timeouts. They have no way to change the outcome of the time in this game. They're going to have to continue to run onto the field every play. Crowd as loud as it's been tonight here. Close to a sold-out crowd, if I do say so myself. 2:40 to play. 3rd down and 8. Motion man is Larner. They give it to him. Looks left side. Throws. Sidearm cut. And he's going to be a yard shy. Jack Davis once again gets it done. Catch was made by Bryce Kearns. He's been all over the field tonight. The clock will continue to wind down now. DeWitt, this is the end of the game right here.
Yeah, DeWitt has no timeouts, no time to think about this. You have to go for it. You're not kicking a field goal from this far if you're DeWitt. You're definitely not going for a punt in this situation.
This is Braden Courser's time to shine with no Beckler-Hauser out there tonight. Shamrock's front 7 needs to get it done. They stack in an H formation. QB sneak. Kearns up the middle. Did he get it? I think he did. And this game is not quite over yet. Change will move. Courser came out of the pile with the football.
Wait a minute.
JoJo Massey not liking what he's hearing from the refs. I think they're going to call this down by contact before the ball came out.
I mean,
although it's really hard to tell in the giant pile.
Yeah, Catholic Central fans are not going to like it, but that's the right call.
And DeWitt wants to go fast. Keys looking, throwing long, got him in, intercept! Oh! Jack Davis again, he keeps finding Jack Davis.
Oh.
In and out of the hands of the senior safety, and it just can't get any better than that. Playing with one hand and the other in a cast, and somehow Keys has managed to find him twice tonight.
Oh, Jack Davis read that play perfectly. It's unfortunate he's having to play the broken hand.
So final 1 minute, 40 seconds. Second down and 10, motion again. Keys looking the same way, throwing, and passes incomplete. Brady Blakita making the stop there, knocking it out of Jensen Ridley's hands.
Yeah, really good job by Blakita getting back into that play and knocking it down. Now 3rd and 10 once again for DeWitt here. I mean, they just converted a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're DeWitt, you got to at least get a chunk here. You can't go all or nothing here. This can't be an incomplete pass. Last thing you need is 4th down and 10. Keys is going to keep it, and that play did not work. JoJo Massey in there on the stop.
Last try here for the Panthers. 4th and 9, under a minute and a half to go as the clock is running. DeWitt, no timeouts once again.
Crowd on their feet here. Really, I mean, if you were going to run the ball, Bryce Kearns was probably the best option. And if you're going to throw it, Aspen Keys is the best option, and neither happening there for DeWitt. Is now they've got to call this play in the heat of the moment. Crowd on their feet, no timeouts to continue the game. 4th down and 9. Catholic Central needs a stop. They need to hold them behind the 21-yard line. Aspen Keys in the shotgun, motions Larner over, takes a snap, looks long, Courser breaks through the line, throwing long. Pass is caught by Bryce Kearns. At the 8-yard line, he's pushed out by Evan Hager, and this madness will continue as DeWitt with 2 clutch 4th down conversions in a row. And Kearns is shaken up on the sideline. Not a good sign for the Panthers there. He's getting worked out by the Panther trainers.
What an incredible game from Kearns here today. Let's hope he's okay.
I mean, just a fantastic football player, all-around athlete. Keys drops back. Pressure coming off the edge. Has to get rid of it. Rolling out right, and he's sacked! Henry Graves and Cameron Lloyd delivering the biggest play of the night. It's going to move him all the way back to the 23-yard line.
Clock ticking.
And this is goal to go. No first downs available. Keys is going to have to spike this with 24 ticks left on the clock. And this is DeWitt has ran out of ground to cover now, as this is going to be the final 2 plays of DeWitt's night. They're either going to get in the end zone or Catholic Central is going to make the stop.
I don't think any Catholic Central fan is feeling confident right now after play, 4th down conversion, 3rd down conversion. DeWitt has found a way to stay in this game even with how CC has played.
And Bryce Kearns back into the game after missing 1 play. Whether he's hurt or not, doesn't matter. He needs to be in the moment. And Catholic Central leading by 7. They'll call their 2nd time out of the half. And they will regroup here. Just want to take a moment to give a shout out to all of you guys watching at home. Whether you're cheering for Catholic Central, whether you're cheering for DeWitt, we'd like to thank you for joining us. This has been the epitome, the absolute peak of Catholic Central media in terms of streaming. Almost 800 of you guys watching at home. Just thank you for letting us shine here at DCC Media. You know, we love to put on a show for you guys. So
these teams have put on a great game so far. We're just lucky to watch it.
Yeah. Oh, the Catholic Central timeout goes both ways, as it gives Catholic Central a chance to regroup and maybe finally get that big stop they need, but it also gives Dewitt a chance to look at the playbook for the first time this drive. They've been going all drive long. Keys takes the snap, looking long, throwing for Kearns, back shoulder, hasn't beat, caught in the end zone. It's a touchdown. Panthers within 1 point. And guess who it is? Bryce Kearns again. 4 touchdowns. So sportsmanship being shown as Hager got knocked down at the end of the play. And that is the ultimate clutch factor in Bryce Kearns' genes.
If you're Coach Anderson here, do you spend one of your timeouts trying to ice the kicker? You only have 2. If you had had 3, I think you would do it.
I mean, this is an even bigger play than the touchdown. You got the touchdown. Now you got to rely on your kicker to put this one through the uprights. They did have one botched snap last week against Portland. Snap good, hold good. Soltis' kick is good. And ladies and gentlemen, we are tied up at 38 apiece. 18 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have the first overtime game in Shamrock Media history. Unless Coach Anderson can put together a game plan and give Jake Mategan a shot at a long field goal.
Especially with how Dewitt has been kicking it. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised if they get field position around the 40-yard line here.
Well, Dewitt,
with the 2 timeouts.
I mean, Bo Jackson ran a nice little, I think it was about 40 seconds he had, and he got a touchdown against Chippewa Valley.
Yeah, at the end of the half.
At the end of the first half. But DeWitt's strategy all night has been, let's not let the returners have open space. Let's pooch kick it and give the Shamrocks good field position, but no return.
We'll see if they stick with that here. I mean, Catholic Central's got 9 guys between the 50 and 35-yard lines.
DeWitt having an intense huddle around the kickoff team here. We've seen a high kick. We've seen a squib kick. We've seen a line drive kick. We've seen just about every type of kick except for one deep to Hager and Blakita tonight. And here's Brandon Soltis lining up.
A lot of pressure on everyone on the field right now.
He's going to kick it short. And it's fielded by Lee Kruger, who finds some running room, and he's going to get inside Panther territory with 13 seconds left. And Catholic Central has at least 2 offensive plays with the insurance of those timeouts.
That was huge. Great return by Lee Kruger.
And now we have an injured Panther down on the field. But you're right, great open field ball carrier vision there by Lee Kruger.
And you mentioned we saw in training camp Jake Mategan hit from 55 yards. We probably see that target line's more realistically the 30-yard line.
I'm
going to try to get there. Kick a mid to high 40-yard field goal, but I mean, we've seen him do it. We've seen him do it.
And Mategan is not using that practice kickoff tee. He's just waiting for his moment. So Catholic Central first down and 10 from the Panther 47 as the injured Panther is Dylan Atkins as he walks off the field.
A really nice play in the first half tonight. Long pass.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's all right.
Bo Jackson, Spencer Lyons is the running back. DJ Lee, Connor Davey, Brady Blakita, Nico Genrich, the wide man here. And the trip set Jackson out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking. And we have a flag thrown here.
Offsides.
I think we have offsides against the Panthers. The clock will reset back to 13 seconds here.
Now 1st and 5.
Same formation. Dewitt playing the no touchdown defense here. Jackson rolling out, throwing right, threw it behind Davey. But if he would have been able to come up with that, that might have put them just inside field goal range. Instead, we have 9 seconds left. Second down at 5.
I think it's crazy to say a 47-yard field goal in high school is field goal range, but you're not wrong. I mean, Jake Matigan, very impressive kicker. We'll see if he gets the chance to kick one for the win.
Jackson takes the snap, looking long, throwing for the sideline, caught by Blakita at the 29-yard line. 5 seconds left. Is this enough for Jake Matigan? Because it's going to be risky if you want to run one more play. Or does Catholic Central want to try and draw them off sides? They are going to call a timeout. They'll have one more after this. Jake Matigan is almost all by himself, isolated at the far end of the sideline.
This is a very, very difficult decision here for Coach Anderson and the staff. I mean,
5 seconds, you just don't know, because if the play takes too long to develop, you run the risk of not having enough time to finish the play and call the timeout.
Yeah.
We should have to recognize just how much of a battle this has been tonight. Two just so evenly matched teams.
And out
here comes
Jake
Matigan.
Matigan for the game winner.
Skylar Hunter will hold. Josh Rude will long snap. It is a 47-yard try for the sophomore kicker. He's perfect on the year. To give the Shamrocks a victory. Blake Haller back deep to return perhaps a short field goal for the Panthers. Good snap, good hold. Matigan's kick is short, but I think we have offsides off the edge.
That'll move the kick 5 yards closer.
And Matigan has just been gifted a second chance. I don't know if he saw the offsides, but he missed that way short.
Yeah, I think he did see it. He had that guy in his face, and it kind of affected him. It goes from a 47 to a 42-yard field goal, a lot more manageable for him.
Down to the wire here at the Elm.
Anderson will take his final timeout.
Giving his kicker a little bit of breathing room, or perhaps time to think about it. Time will tell here. Well, I know Jake personally, and he's ready for just about any moment that you can give to him.
I mean, such a pressure situation for the sophomore.
But the moment never too big, as he has the chance here to give the Shamrocks a crucial victory here, as their brutal, tough non-conference schedule will come to an end at the conclusion of the game. Once again, Rude is the long snapper. Skylar Hunter is the holder. Jake Matigan, 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. Lines it up. Left hash is where he'll kick it from. Snap is good. The hold is good. Matigan from 42 yards, and he missed it wide right and a little bit short, and time and regulation has ran out. We have overtime football at the Elm.
This is the best high school football game I've seen in a while.
This is the best high school football game I've ever seen. With the rules for overtime as they're being explained to us in the press box right now, 1 overtime timeout per team. Looks like there's going to be a coin toss to decide who will get possession, or who chooses to get possession of the ball first.
So it's similar to college.
There is no time. So the timer will be turned off. It's going to be each team will start with first and goal from the 10-yard line, and we'll exchange the football in a sudden death format until there is a winner. Okay, so a little bit of clarification on the rules here, as Braden Courser and Bryce Kurtz will meet at midfield to decide the coin toss for the two teams. Each offense guaranteed one offensive possession, just like college. Each team will start with a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Any interception, fumble, turnover on downs will end that team's offensive possession, and at the end of every overtime, the team with the lead will win the game. Now, this could take 1 overtime. We could be here for 5 overtimes. It's also worth noting that there is no rule that states that you have to go for 2 after a touchdown. So we could see teams try and get sneaky, try and get creative, but really this is most comparable to college overtime.
The major difference is starting at the 10, and you cannot return any pick, interception, like fumble, block kick. It's dead when it's recovered by the defense. So you have to score on offense. You can't score on defense.
You have to score on offense.
Looks like the Shamrocks are going to have the ball first.
You really don't even know. I mean, this happens so few in high school sports that you really don't know what's better. Do you want the ball first? Do you want the chance to? I mean, they don't have pressure here yet. They score, then they put the pressure on Dewitt. But if they don't score, then the pressure's on their defense. So it's really, up for debate which one's better. Those in attendance tonight watching an instant classic. Trips wide receiver set to the right side. Bo Jackson is the quarterback. Evan Hager the running back. Start overtime. Jackson in the shotgun, looking towards the sideline.
Look at DJ Lee one-on-one. Haven't called his name a lot for playmaking.
Yeah, he's working with Currents. I think only really been thrown his way once or twice tonight.
Has done a really good job blocking, though.
Yeah, he really has. Jackson will take the first down snap. Looking, pressure coming. Throwing Lee's way. Caught by Blakita instead on the crossing route. And that catch is made at the 3-yard line.
In comes Jaden Pyden.
And here is this is the unit that Catholic Central cannot wait to get on the field.
And you see Brady
Lions with 2 touchdowns tonight. Evan Hager without a touchdown tonight. Jaden Pyden with 2 touchdowns tonight, and then Brady Blakita with that last touchdown. Here's the power set, though. Wildcat pistol, 2 tight end. Jaden Pyden is the quarterback. Takes the snap. Looks for running room right side. Dewitt there to stop it this time. And momentarily, Dewitt has made a very fantastic defensive play.
3rd and goal from the
1.5
1-yard line. I mean, right now, as of today, I mean, if you're a Shamrocks fan, you see Jaden Pyden and Braden Corser jogging out on the field. Got to be pretty excited. They'll stick with that same unit here on 3rd down.
I really could only see this being a Jaden Pyden keeper or Spencer Lyons handoff. DeWitt puts 9 guys. They give it to Lyons. Lyons up the middle. He's in. Touchdown, Catholic Central. They strike first in overtime. And now, obviously, the no-brainer when you have the ball first, they have to kick the extra point. Montegan extra point. Kick is up and flying Blake Haller around the edge. Not able to get a hand on Montegan's kick though, and CC has a 7-point lead. And now the Shamrock defense with a chance to end the game right now for good. Catholic Central's student section stayed the entire game, and they are watching a thriller. Low snap, Keys fumbles it, falls on it.
Whoa.
Braden Corser, quick off the line.
Now it's second
and longer now. This is DeWitt's time to shine.
Yeah.
Is the long 3rd and 4th downs, but you don't do yourself any favor backing up on the first play.
I'd be shocked if this ball does not get in the hands of Bryce Kirks. Sorry. Shouldn't be messing up with his name. Had to say it so much tonight.
4 touchdowns for the wide receiver / quarterback / running back
/ punter.
/ punter. 2nd down, 15 from the 15-yard line. Aspen Keys has been the go-to quarterback for most of this 4th quarter and overtime. Low snap again. Keys looking Kurnt's ways. Throwing over his head, and that pass is overthrown. Hager's going to be called for holding. That's uncatchable.
A lot of people.
Hager's being targeted there, though, and that.
A lot of Shamrocks fans are saying right now.
There is a ref signaling that pass was overthrown to the point where that is uncatchable. Could they wave this flag?
Looks like they're placing at the 15, so they are not going to call pass interference.
No pass interference.
That is.
Oh, never mind.
Wait a minute.
These refs are throwing us for an absolute spin.
So
is it an automatic 1st down though, or is it replay 2nd down? That's the question.
Chains are indicating it's 2nd. Doesn't really make a lot of sense.
So they get half the distance on the pass interference. Here's Aspen Keys looking Kurnt's way right away, throwing for him, and that pass is incomplete. And Aspen Keys took a shot. He's down, slow to get up.
Yeah, a lot of Shamrocks fans after that last play were saying, where have those calls been before? Haven't been a lot of pass interferences. That one was kind of blatant, even though it was overthrown. I think the fact that it was overthrown made it very close.
Yeah, but clearly you could see the contact. And once again right there, I mean, Hager and Kurntz are going to go at it here once again. I mean, this is a very critical play.
You do have to wonder why Kurntz has been in constant one-on-one coverage.
One-on-one coverage, and he is won almost every time. DeWitt's going to use their timeout.
Will be 3rd and 8 here after this timeout.
You have to think that maybe CC trying to okay. All right, crucial 3rd down and 8. Saw coach here run down to the field. He wants to be on there with his guys. 45-38. The bottom of the first overtime. Keys, pressure coming. Kyle Roberts with a sack.
CC had been putting constant pressure all night, but hadn't quite gotten to any of the quarterbacks. Kyle Roberts, I think that's the first sack of the game for the Shamrocks. And what a sack it was, right off the edge. And Keys could do nothing about that.
Could not come at a better moment. Will Catholic Central opt to use their timeout here? Undoubtedly, the man to watch is going to be Bryce Kearns here. If you're Catholic Central, you may want to think about cheating Jack Davis or Cam Lloyd over onto Kearns.
I mean,
Kearns is going to line up
looks like that's
closer to the line of scrimmage, and Catholic Central is going to use their timeout here. Very smart. You don't want to be rushed here. $15 yards to go for Dewitt. 4th down and 15.
Before the timeout, we saw Cam Lloyd was kind of shading towards Kearns, as you had mentioned. We'll see what the Shamrocks do in this defensive set here.
I think either Lloyd or Davis. I mean, you don't even need to ask Jack Davis to catch this one. You just need to shadow Kearns here and make sure he has absolutely no space to get open. 4th down and 15. Aspen Keys is the quarterback once again. No, it's Aspen Keys. Kearns lined up wide. Evan Hager plays press coverage on him. Takes the snap. Looking Kearns' way. Pressure coming from Roberts. That pass is off the hands!
No,
and there's a flag. There's a flag on the field. The flag is down. This is not over yet. In and out of the hands of Bryce Kearns, but he might be saved as there might be another chance. Ref signaling it's against Catholic Central. And the madness continues.
I don't think either team wants this game to end.
Another pass interference penalty, but somehow it's not an automatic 1st down, so it's just
I'm not even gonna try to know what that means. I'm not gonna try to know why it's 4th down still, but it is.
So it's still 4th down and goal. Neither team with their timeout. Crowd on their feet here at the Elm. DeWitt needing 7.5 yards to get into the end zone and tie this game up. Same formation, same look. Kearns is lined up on Hager. It's almost always going to the outside. Keys takes the snap. Looks Kearns' way. Corser!
That's
ball game! Braden Corser delivers the big hit, and Catholic Central wins it in overtime against DeWitt.
He's their highest-ranked recruit, and Braden Corser ends it. Catholic Central wins the wildest game of the Michigan football season. Wildest game we've ever seen.
3rd down conversions, 4th down conversions, long touchdown runs, long touchdown passes, clutch moments. This game had it all. And Catholic Central is the one ending up getting the victory at the end of it. They win it by a score of 45-38.
Want to give a couple quick shout-outs to our stream runners tonight. Jimmy Long, Adam Haraki, Tyler Stewart, Gage Phillip, our cameraman up top, Charlie T, Drew Lytle, Cal Pretty, and AJ Pato. And for all of you watching at home, thank you for an amazing night of high school football. Signing off from the Shamrock Media Network, I'm Josh Rothert.
I'm Lucas Drache.
And we will see you in 3 weeks for #1 De La Salle coming in town for the Boys Bowl. It's been a fantastic night. Everyone stay safe and have a good night. Go Rocks.